Oh, it's signing in. Okay, right, yeah, right. Here we are. Hello, it's AO Tennis 2. Straight off the bat, I would like to say that this is going to be a noob's look at AO Tennis 2. I haven't played a good, quotation marks, a proper tennis game in quite some time, maybe like a decade or so. I suppose the last one I would have played would have been Top Spin 2, or not Top Spin 2, Top Spin 4, or whichever the most recent Virtua Tennis was. So, other than that, my only experience with tennis games since then has been Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch, so there's that. Yeah, you've got this music and all. Quickly going through everything here. The game features a great academy. The academy's probably the best thing it has. I do believe I've read in reviews and that the stuff has come forward from the previous game. From the community and that. So as far as venues go and downloading players and that, you know, you've got a lot of good venues. I've downloaded Wimbledon, which I'll play on in a minute. And also, you know, you've got Roland Garros here and that kind of thing. And you can see how many courts each facility has. So there's a lot of good stuff here. I don't know if you can... I haven't seen like any of these settings that allow you to... Maybe Scenarios does it where you can like create a tournament. But I don't think you can create like a full calendar. I don't know what career is like. I haven't tried career. Careers in sports games don't usually interest me too much. Depending. I mean, they used to in tennis games, so I might try it at some point. I do believe it's I've heard it's got cutscenes and stuff, which isn't usually my style. I just usually like to play the games, but it's there. Look elsewhere for anyone who has an in-depth career thing, I guess. But yeah, you've got your Australian Open tennis thing as well. Online, I've played maybe 6 matches now, and it's been a bit... I had one match that I really enjoyed last night, which was against a guy who seemed a bit lower level like me, but every other match I've played has been... I've played 3 matches against a guy that's in the top, like, 9 in the world, or 10 or in the world, at least on Xbox. I don't know whether it's got cross-platform online or leaderboards. I don't think it has, but... Yeah, so basically, I'm only matching online at the moment with people who are playing, like, have played like 100 odd games already, or a lot of games, and maybe played a lot of AO Tennis 1, judging by their skill level, or just more highly skilled than me, and they're always picking Rafa Nadal too, so I'm not into online, at least as far as the Xbox goes. It's not great so far. Tutorial is fine. I could be doing with it being a bit more involved. You've got your shots, your serving. The shot teaching is basically, it will teach you how to hit a ball, what button does what, and then you have to get good timing 3 times. Not even like perfect timing, just like yellow timing 3 times, and then it moves you on. So it's not great. The only freeform training is infinite opportunities to serve after you finish that. So yeah, there's that. The mini games just basically just seem to be, you know, the numbers stuff, and there's not many minigame stuff here at all. You can bump up the level and start quickly, but it's just aiming. There's no heavily involved stuff to teach you more about timing or get you better used to timing or that kind of thing, which is kind of disappointing. So, you know, there's no fun mini games like say Virtua Tennis with like being able to like hit aliens or whatever, that kind of thing. So it's very dry, I would say, the game as far as it goes. So if you're just coming in here for a tennis game that has a somewhat solid baseline for how it plays and offline, and you want to get used to a tennis game after a long time like me, if you're like me and you haven't played a tennis game in a long time, this seems okay. I would not say it is worth full price. Kind of wish I waited for a sale. It's really not worth full price. One of my main annoyances so far has been that if you do 2 or 3 matches... well, okay, maybe it doesn't need to be doing it now, but before, if I've had 2 matches in here, in the manage area, which just shows results, so you've got like an autosave of results from matches, and I think you can like save the middle of a match and stuff. Before, if I've had 2 separate things in there, it would not allow me to start a new game. So That didn't happen there, but that has been happening since yesterday, so I don't know whether that's a glitch or whatever, but having just 2 results in there seems... Before you can stop playing any more Play Now stuff seems a bit weird. And disappointing. What's under competition? Is that... Oh, okay, so you can create competition, so it's only one competition at a time, and you can pick which trophy you want. Which is nice, that's cool, that's really an open trophy. I mean, I don't particularly mind not having like a full season to do, or you know, like I guess I come from like the age where I would be willing to do a pen and paper, or I guess these days a spreadsheet, and create my own like world tour for the year, which is cool, you know. So if you want to go and download a load of venues and just play tournaments, set them up yourself, that kind of thing, it's all here for you, and it's pretty easy to download like logos and that kind of thing, or just go to the popular player lists, and people have already put together collections of players to download yourself. So in a click of a couple of buttons, I was able to download like the entire WTA and ATP top 128 list. So I ended up getting all those players down as the ones that aren't here officially as a community thing. As far as official players go, we have Rafa Nadal, Stan Wawrinka, John Isner, or Eisner, whichever, Francis TFO. I apologize for getting some of these names wrong, terribly wrong, butchering them. Kevin Anderson, Gael Monfils, Karen Kachanov, Nick Kyrgios? I haven't watched tennis in a long time. I've heard of him, but I've only read his name. I haven't heard any commentators say it. Fernando Verdasco, Theanis Kokonakis, or Kokonakis, David Goffin, Alex de Minaur, Aaron Cilic, Kyle Eben. That's it for male. And then female, we've got Kristina Mladenovic, Ash Barty, Belinda Bencic, Joe Conta, Caroline Garcia, Daria Kavrilova, Carolina Pliskova. I hate having to bend my neck to the side just to read the names. Angelique Kerber, Marketa Vondrosova, Monica Puig, and Samantha Stosser. So yeah, that's it for the official list, and then you can go and download like all these people. So I think the community Andy Murray, I mean, it's him, but it looks like it looks more like Beavis, or it's a Butthead. One of Beavis or Butthead. So yeah, you've got all this downloaded, and you can like quick filter or search for a specific person or from a specific country, and that kind of thing. Sort by name, sort by country, sort by overall. So yeah, that's that all downloaded. And you've got Serena Williams here as well. Serena's really pumped up with the power and stamina. And that's that. That is what the game offers, as far as official and then community creations go. So yeah, if you just want if you just want a tennis game that you can just get into quickly, you don't mind quickly downloading, going through a few menus and downloading players, then you'll have most of what you want, I guess. Okay, so what shall we do here? Right. We'll do Fernando Verdasco against Gael Monfils. Push on from there. We will do it in Wimbledon to show off some of the community downloads. Certain stadiums have the option for retractable roof or not, as far as community creations go. So that's cool. We'll do it at dusk on an open roof. And difficulty, so it starts at rookie, amateur, semi-pro, pro, veteran, world-class, legend, and Grand Slam. I have been playing on world-class last night, but I find myself really struggling with the timing and just getting into matches and winning any points whatsoever, so I've tried moving back to pro. And I'm still pretty terrible, but, you know, I'll probably lose this one still, because I still have not got the timing down. I might need to go into some of the mini games and test out my timing on a bunch of different things. I kind of wish there was like a you could have a training partner and have like an infinite rally or just infinite, an endless stuff to mess around with getting the timing down. Timing does seem a bit awkward in the game itself to me because I just haven't been able. I don't know if it just hasn't clicked with me yet, or if it's inconsistent. The tutorial also doesn't teach you like there how to rush the net or what the rush the net button really does to your controls, and the same with the inside out, which I think is a doubles thing. You're not. That's what I mean. Like I don't. I'm a casual observer of tennis, or used to be. I don't watch tennis much anymore, but like 20 years ago, I watched every single bit of tennis and would just enjoy it. Never really like learned the game too much or anything. So you've got like your normal shots, your flats, and all that, and then right trigger to make it a bit more aggressive, and right trigger plus slice is a drop shot. So there's that. It doesn't even teach you how to use the right stick. It just says right stick shots. So I don't know whether like you have to like swing with the right stick, like pull down and then pull up, and then like if you want to add like spin to it, you do left or right. I don't know how that works at all. The intro for every match, is, at least as far as the exhibition goes, is exactly the same. Goes around doing this. Eventually, player 1, whoever was the first selected character, will do a dive towards the end, so you'll know it's finishing. Yeah, so it's the same music, same intro all the time. There we go, there's the dive. Sometimes he's facing the other way for the dive, so no, that's different. Yeah, it's a decent looking Wimbledon setup, so kudos to whoever did that. I'll have to give them a good rating. Alright, so here we go. There we go. Timing was a bit late there. Bit early, but better. Too early, way too early. Way too late. Basically, if you don't play baseline shots too much as far as aiming goes, like aiming is that you hold down your shot button and then you have to release the right timing. You'll see I have everything turned on, so you'll see a shot location marker pop up, and that will your timing, and that will determine how accurate it is to where you're going. So if you try and play baseline or sideline shots too much, it will. If you've got bad timing, if you haven't got at least yellow timing, and sometimes yellow timing will still go out, but if you've got like red timing, if you play way too close to the baseline, you're pretty much like maybe like 50% or above probably of the time you will hit it out and lose the point on an unforced error. In gameplay modifiers, I have turned assistant movement off, but I'm still not sure whether that is great. I find default assistance at 99 to be a bit too much, and character positioning and movement feels a bit weird then, and I've kind of turned it off to try and see if that will help me get my timing better. If your stamina enabled, which will, you've got your stamina, so if you do an aggressive shot, it will use maybe about a tenth or so of your stamina bar from, quick calculation from reading with my eye, and that kind of thing, but that's what stamina does. I've done a few matches where I've been just Rafa Nadal against like someone like Kyle Edmund and trying to get better at the game by unbalancing it that way. And there's the AI stamina, Kyle Edmund's stamina dropped pretty quickly, so stamina does seem to be important. And I do think it seems to stop them from running and hitting good shots, and makes maybe even their timing a bit more awkward. I think it could be just a placebo from seeing it. I haven't really run down my own stamina too much, no matter who I've been playing as. But yeah, so that's what I did as far as gameplay modifiers go. Other settings, you've got your difficulty here, so you can change it mid-match, which is cool. And you've got all these different camera options, and you can turn off all these different indicators and that kind of thing, which is also cool. Simulate the match forfeit statistics. To serve direction, rally point winners. So yeah, it's decent looking broadcast style stuff if you want to look at stats mid match, and it might be good for reading your own gameplay and try and fix it from there. I seem to play a lot of behind the baseline stuff, and that seems to be doing me bad against the good people online. But then if I try and do a bit more playing to the net, the timing on volleys are really awkward, and even smashes in a way. So I don't know. Again, approaching it as a noob, I think it'll take a while for you to get the timing down, maybe, or it's just me. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, rallies are alright. I find world-class rallies to be a bit more interesting because there seems to be more errors from the AI as far as double faults go, whereas this seems to be just casually hitting it back most of the time on the pro difficulty. So the rallies seem to go on a bit longer, I think, anyway. But also I've been doing a lot of unforced errors on world-class due to, I think, differences in timing, so... Yeah, I think rallies do tend to go on a bit longer than they would in real life, which is a bit of a shame. Against the AI, I'd be interested to see a match online with two really good players to see how long rallies go there and how easy it is to manipulate people. Tried to do a drop shot, didn't work out well. Probably should have done a lob. And there we go, not a good lob though. Yeah, that was some good net play from Monfils there, but yeah, like the game's alright. Even though I'm losing most of the time, I probably need to turn down the AI a bit more to get a win, but, you know, I want to try and get myself better by playing against better people at the moment. Or better AI, I should say. I've had a few weird moments in World Class where, like, the AI would just constantly double fault, so I don't know whether that's a bug or not, depending on how things go, and that's even at the start of the match before their stamina goes down, so I'm not sure. That was a bad shot. Bad timing. The shot before that, I found that the timing seemed a bit weird. Like, I find that you're probably safer, maybe even, I should probably turn off the timing indicator and just try and do it by eye. Because the timing indicator seems to be a bit wonky and broken sometimes, where it'll, like, suddenly flash green or mightn't even be on time with what you expect. Especially for serving. I've found now that for serving, I'm not even looking at the timer anymore. I'm just, like, trying to look at the aiming reticule up in the corner and then hit... Let go of the button, the power button. You hold down the button to build power, and then try and let go. I'm trying to let go whenever the ball's at its highest point, which seems to work out for timing most of the time. I've had like one ace in my entire, maybe 20 odd matches I've played so far.
15 love. Quiet, please.
Including online and offline. So, and it's been mostly short matches. I haven't done too much yet. I haven't done like a full like 5-set match yet. I want to try and get consistent for at least hitting yellow most of the time. Good cross-court shot from Monfils. I'm not sure how I feel about the way the aiming works with the left stick and how it's a bit slow to start with, and you gotta aim a bit awkwardly sometimes. Yeah, another good cross-court shot. I'm not getting my positioning down. I probably should have rushed the net a bit more there. I'd love to see and hear about how... I'll challenge that. No, I can't challenge it. I left it a bit late. If you hold both triggers, it will challenge in the old Hawkeye sense. So, you know, you've got your 3 challenges per match. And you'll only lose one if you get it wrong. I haven't won a single challenge yet. Saw the AI win a challenge earlier though, which was interesting. I see the timing's a bit awkward sometimes there. But I'd love to see someone that has more tactical knowledge of tennis and what shots to hit and when to hit them, and more, I guess, court placement knowledge. How they feel about the game. I mean, you know, I've already had people message me on Twitter saying that Tennis Elbow's much better, which I haven't played yet on Steam. with the cross court again.
Verdasco.
Challenge it. I think it's out anyway, but I'll challenge it.
The ball was called out.
Yeah, well, yeah, so that's what a challenge looks like.
Verdasco has 2 challenges remaining.
Awful timing again.
Monfils.
Yeah, he's already got a breakpoint up, see, you know. It'll take a while to get used to, you know, so. But hey, maybe this... I get the feeling that most people that like tennis games will know whether they want this or not, so maybe, you know, me being generally a noob and terrible at tennis games in 2020 will help others decide, who are in a similar position, decide whether they want to pick up this game and try and learn. Yeah, but my positioning and timing there was awful. At least I've only got 2 unforced errors so far. An improvement. I tried to go for the aggressive shot, but I ran in a bit too close
Quiet, please.
to the point of the bounce, I think, is what went wrong there. Probably sound like a bloody dope to some people that might know a bit more about tennis, but it's how I'm reading it. I still find myself as well, like, you know, the players don't turn too easily, so if you go one direction, you're really going to be, like, off-footed for trying to get back the other one. So it's sort of a muscle memory where I try and prejudge the serve a bit too much. I think that's my first lob winning shot I've had so far, which is nice. But yeah, so if I find myself judging too much, trying to prejudge too much what the server is going to do, so I need to try and get away from that too. Cross-court shot from Monfils is really fucking me over. Decent rally. At least I've already got I've got my Twitch stream that I did last night, so I can already see my improvements from that as far as gameplay goes. And then I go and make the same mistake again. But no, I'm slowly getting there, so at least the game does provide a good feeding ground for improving in their gameplay. So hopefully, you know, maybe one day I'll be not completely terrible at it. And you could be too, but I would suggest a sale on this one. Unless this has utterly convinced you that this looks like something you really want to try right now, I really think a sale would be best opportunity. And I understand if you want to support a tennis game now, try and get them back to some sort of heights of interest. I'd love to see another topspin again. Hopefully we get that one day, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, that was bad timing for me. Hit it way too early. Alright, probably gonna lose in straight games this time again, but progress is progress. That's not progress.
Love 15.
Nice hit, nice hit. Oh, wow. Bit awkward and annoying, but, you know, again. Too early. Let the timing get away from me there. But yeah, so that is a game of AO Tennis 2 and how it all works. On Pro A difficulty, so you know, maybe I should bump it down to like Rookie and start from the bottom. 40% first serve. I finally got up to like 80% first serve in a match yesterday. Last night, which was a plus, so I'm quite happy with that, to have it had reached a point. So yeah, my suggestion is wait for a sale, and that's about it. Cheerio.